I'm just not there no more, man. I don't play these little bullshit games that people play online and how they conduct themselves as adults, immature, name calling, arguing all the damn time, being messy, involved in drama. I don't take people serious. Like, adults, we are full of shit. We are online embarrassing ourselves, embarrassing our community. I want no parts of that. I'm not on here to make friends. I'm not on here to make enemies. I got back on social media to try to help a problem that I see and that I see continuously growing, and thinking that it will be other adults online that's on the same type of stuff. But seeing the nonsense from adults, it's like, hey bro, y'all got it. I don't have time for that shit. I will get off of social media and just go back to doing what I was doing in my actual personal life. All right, so man, where do I start off? It's been a minute. First off, I want to say that I appreciate the continued support, even though I haven't been making videos, haven't been as active as I normally would be. So I do appreciate the support that's still been there. I've kind of been making posts still. I just stopped making videos, and so for the update portion of it, it'll be embedded in the topic that I'm about to talk about. One of the main updates of me not making videos the last 4 or 5 months have been extremely busy. It started off extremely busy. At some point, things started picking up to where I didn't have that much time, and then you know, things didn't go according to plan, you know, over the last few months, so I haven't really had that much time to make videos. So that's a part of it, just to simplify it without going into too much detail. So another reason why I haven't made videos in a while, I've always been a serious person. Like, who I am online, the type of stuff I talk about on my videos, type of stuff I talk about on my posts, I've always been this, even as a kid. So I've always been overly serious. So in college, when I realized I was expecting too much out of my peers, college students, whether you want to call them kids or young adults, depending on what age you're talking about. But for the most part, I'm going to use kids. I'm going to use that term. I realized I'm expecting too much out of kids. Like, as college students, college kids, we didn't care about stuff that was serious or whatever the case may be. To some extent, we didn't care about that. We're going to do what kids would do. Party, have fun, living life, enjoying the college experience, so on and so forth. So around 2015, I was like, you know what? I'm done with social media. I'm done with trying to build with people. I'm going to just focus on me, my immediate circle. I didn't have a family at that time, as far as, you know, immediate family in the same household, wife, kids, the whole 9 yards. I didn't have that. So I'm more so just thinking about me and whoever I get in contact with. That's what I would focus on. And so that was 2015 when I got off social media. Well, fast forward into 2021, when I got back on social media, the motivating factor for getting back on was because there was a lot of things that were taking place at that time. I don't really care to go into detail about that with this video. A lot of personal things that essentially made me realize that I wasn't doing enough, that I needed to do more. And then also I'm thinking, well, I'm now going to be surrounded around adults, so don't allow my college experience to keep me so boxed in. So bringing it now to present day and how that ties to me not making videos now. Well, with me expecting so much from adults, I'm realizing I'm expecting too much. My standards are too high, and it's very similar to what I expected from kids then. But it's sad because now I'm talking about adults and I'm seeing the exact same thing that I seen when I was in college. So it's a repeated cycle. So from that standpoint, I'm a person that hates wasting time. I hate wasting time with a passion. Anybody that knows me personally will be able to speak to that. I really hate wasting time. I hate wasting a minute of my time. That's what I feel like what I'm doing on social media is essentially wasting my time. Now, I can still make videos here and there and upload them whenever, but having constant videos or always being online or whatever the case may be, I don't want to engage. Essentially, just like the title say, I don't take people serious. Seeing the behavior from adults from a messy standpoint, a gossiping standpoint, especially this, I don't know, man. My upbringing is just so extremely different from where we are in these current times with the behavior that I see from adults, to where I can't relate, and I don't want to relate. I don't want to connect with people. I don't. As time go on, especially in these last few months, my tolerance for bullshit has hit its limits to where if it's not about forward progression, you wasting my time. If we not trying to build, you wasting my time. Behaviors of adults, it's disheartening and it pisses me off when I see online the point that we are now as adults. I'm talking about specifically grown men. Women do a lot of stuff that I don't agree with too, but I haven't seen women really doing this that I'm about to talk about. With the type of person I am going to call out bullshit every single time. And again, it's not with ill intent behind it. It's just that, hey, no, I can't just nod my head because we cool, or just to keep, everything on the up and up. If I disagree with something, I'm going to disagree with it and I'm going to voice my opinion. And it's for the most part, outside of the example that I'm going to give, for the most part, it's not in a disrespectful manner. I'm not calling people out of their names or, any of that childish stuff. That's part of the reason I don't like fooling with adults, because I see adults name calling and all this. But anyway, the furthest that I go for the most part is like calling somebody weak, saying it's bullshit, disagreeing with them, something along those lines. Even the weak term. When I was coming up as men, I was a young boy then, but what I seen from men and how we operated as boys, the weak term, yeah, I know it sounds offsetting to an extent, but we understood as men and as boys, we can speak a certain language to each other to pull the best out of each other. So when I say weak, it's not to be disrespectful in that sense. It's just, that's what I'm used to. That's how we talked to each other back then. And it was, we knew and understand if we wasn't on our square and our homeboy or whoever, like, hey, dog, not like, nah, bro, that shit weak. Like, you tripping. That would grab our attention. Like, you know what? Yeah, bro, you right. That shit is weak. I'm tripping. So if I make a comment like that in present day time where we are, whoever is on the other receiving end of that, the fact that we at a point that somebody would get so offended by something like that or anything, I just use that as an example, but the fact that people would get so offended to the point to where they trying to dox people, put your address out, your name, your this, trying to meet up to fight and all this other type of nonsense. It's like, bro, when I was a kid, even then I wouldn't have entertained it. But when I was a kid, I can understand entertaining dumb shit. But as adults, to still be in that same mind frame, I don't relate to that shit at all. And that's why I'm saying it's like, bro, if that's the mind frame that we on, I ain't got time to waste with none of y'all. I don't want to talk to nobody. And this will bring in certain aspects of updates. I have a life. I have a child to protect. And if we online playing bullshit games, doxing folks and all this other type of stuff, I don't play them type of games because I would never dox anybody. It could be the person that I hate the most. If I want something to be done, I'm going to be the one to do it, which I ain't on that time. I ain't no kid no more. But I'm just saying, if it gets to the point that I feel offended, I'm not putting your address out. I'm not putting your name out. So if there's anything that's going to be done, it's going to be done between me and you. I ain't got to put your business out there like that. That's what I'm used to if it got to that point. So seeing now that's where we are as adults, men, bro, I didn't work too hard to get to the point that I'm at. I'm working too hard to provide for my child, to make sure she's in a better position than I was at the age that she is, and as she moves on throughout her childhood and up to her adulthood. I don't have time to be playing bullshit games with people online because we soft as hell and we get in our feelings when somebody says something that's not like outright disrespectful. We tripping over the smallest stuff and doxing people. I went on a little rant to kind of give context, and I hope that gives even more context as where my head is and what I mean by I don't take people serious. Like, adults, we are full of shit. We are online embarrassing ourselves, embarrassing our community. I want no parts of that. I'm not on here to make friends. I'm not on here to make enemies. I got back on social media to try to help a problem that I see and that I see continuously growing, and thinking that it would be other adults online that's on the same type of stuff. But seeing the nonsense from adults, it's like, hey, bro, y'all got it. I don't have time for that shit. I will get off of social media and just go back to doing what I was doing in my actual personal life. But I figured, let me use social media to my advantage to try to connect with more people. You can reach out to a lot more people online than you can physically in person. But I'm just not there no more, man. I don't play these little bullshit games that people play online and how they conduct themselves as adults, immature, name calling, arguing all the damn time, being messy, involved in drama, it's like I said, hey bro, y'all got it. So that's where I am. That's a big part of the reason I haven't made content in a while. And that's why I'm not really gonna make content on this channel like that. If I get to the point of deciding like, hey, y'all want to go forward with my mental health channel, I'll create that and I'll keep that strictly on mental health. I'm not engaging with people like I do now, as far as just shooting the breeze, chopping it up in live chats and all that. I won't be doing that on that channel. That'll be strictly about mental health. I won't be quote unquote antagonizing people on there by saying what needs to be said. Like I'm not a person that just keep my mouth closed and just rock with whatever being said. That's more so on this personal side. On the side of the mental health channel, it's strictly business. I'm not on here to engage with nonsense. I'm not on here to call people out on their bullshit. I'm just on here to do content, go back and forth about the mental health side of things, and leave it at that. So if I do decide that I do want to go forward with it, that'll be what I do. That'll be, you know, how I'm active on social media. Don't even really know if I would let people, you know, my supporters know that I got that channel going, because I don't want to be associated with nothing. I don't need people getting mad about an old video that I done did, because I'm really not engaging so much more now in present day. But I don't need people, I just don't need the dumb shit. Like we adults, I'm just done. I just leave it at that. So that's my update. It's a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but hopefully people get enough context. Again, for the people that's been supporting, people that's been looking for a video, whatever the case may be, I genuinely appreciate y'all. If you know, I continue to get support on this channel, I'm gonna say it now, I appreciate it. But you know, I just ain't gonna be making videos like that on here. So regardless, I appreciate y'all watching. Check out any other videos that I may have. If you're new to the channel, not familiar with me, I got a lot of videos where I talk about a lot of serious things. Check those out. I appreciate y'all for watching.